Hi, I'm Georgia Maher, journalist, presenter and Paddington local. I'm going to be your tour guide today. Here's how to spend a day in Paddington. I like to think of Paddington as a suburb of 4 boroughs. The intersection Five Ways here on William Street and of course Oxford Street all have a number of good watering holes, a handful of places to wine and dine, and of course many great boutiques, but they all have their own sense of character. We're going to start in South Paddington at the intersection because this is what my morning usually looks like. Coffee at this joint, Mecca. They moved into the neighbourhood in 2025, just a year ago, and it's quickly become the pseudo community centre. Oh, and a dog hangout. Mecca is coffee royalty in Sydney. It was one of the first specialty roasters in the city, founded in 2005 by this guy, Paul Geshos.
I was here making coffee this morning. I can't help myself.
Mecca has always had a firm grasp of its ethos, and that's really to take care of its producers, of its beans, and of every cup of coffee.
We've always been very committed to finding coffees with provenance. With that, we've developed a lot of relationships with our coffee producers. So a lot of what we do is looking for people who are interested in good husbandry and good farming practices. Today we're going to be having a producer from Oaxaca in Mexico. Her name's Juana Lopez. She grows 100% Typica in a forest style coffee farm. So she's not cultivating coffee in a traditional farming sense. It's growing amongst sugarcane, oranges, in a very natural setting. This is a slower, ease into the day kind of experience. And it's nice when it starts cooling in temperature. That's when coffee opens up even further. As a roaster, we love these types of coffees because, we get to really explore nuance.
After coffee, we shop, and there's few suburbs that do a mooch and a wander quite like Paddington. It's a nursery for young Australian designers and home to some of the leading labels. Just down from Mecca Coffee is so-called Byron Bay Row, where a number of designers from up north have found a home in Sydney. St Agni never fails to call me in. Then there's Oxford Street. The best way to approach it is to start at one end and work your way up. Alex and Trahanas is a Sydney-based lifestyle project that I love. Their hand-painted ceramics are made by artisans in southern Italy.
These little bowls are so great. Ice cream, fruit, caramelized, whatever, delicious.
It's bold, it's chic, and it feels like art for your table. Up on William Street is Lucy Folk. She's kept company alongside other talented Australian designer friends. Lucy is a Sydney designer whose world sits somewhere between wearable art and functional fashion. Her Paddington store is the perfect expression of it all. The jewellery, the clothes, the accessories, and these sunnies are very firmly on my holiday wish list.
For us, this space especially, it kind of feels like an extension of our home. So we welcome people in a really, intimate way here.
You feel that from the moment you walk in. It doesn't feel like retail. It feels like being invited into Lucy's painfully cool world.
Paddington just feels right for us. It's not about fast fashion around here. It really feels a lot more organic and everyone's a bit more considered and excited to discover something new.
The thought of lunch may now start to linger, and the Paddo Inn at the top of William Street has been answering that call since 1814. A beloved neighbourhood pub for a drink, a casual bite, or something more formal out the back at the Italian Il Boretto. So we have a mushroom gnocchi here, classic bistecca, and then a salmon crudo with shaved fennel and some citrus. This one's in front of me first, so I'll give it a go. Get the wine, sit in the sun, watch the world go by. So good. So good. And be sure to pay your chip tax to the enormously committed tiny residents who pass by. Another reason that you'd find yourself in a boozer in Paddington is before the footy or the cricket. Allianz Stadium and the SCG is just a few blocks away from here at the Paddo Inn. And you'll probably find yourself back here for afters if
your team gets up.
With wine on the mind, walk lunch off on the way down to Five Ways, named for the junction where 5 streets meet in the centre of Paddington. Tucked in at number 4 Healy Street is Five Way Cellars. It's a family-run independent wine shop that's been here since the 80s. But the character of the place can tell you that itself. If you're somewhat of a collector or connoisseur, take the stairs up to rare bottle heaven. They somehow fit what feels like the enormity of Europe's best wine regions inside a tiny converted terrace house. There's always someone with encyclopedic knowledge there to help.
Moderate tannin, kind of ripe, smells really Italian, dusty tannin.
This is the stop I've been looking forward to all day, dinner at Love Supreme. All because of this guy, Bosko, a giant ball of positivity who makes my day every time I see him. He's owned this Paddington institution on Oxford Street for the better part of 2 decades. It's an Italian-leaning menu that's creative and genuinely joyful, just like the man himself. Bosko is one of the few true restaurateurs left in Sydney. People come for the food and return for him.
Cheers. Thank you for having us.
You have to love the people, you have to love the food, you have to love the wine if you want to be where you are. And obviously it doesn't feel like a job. Hospitality and open arms, everybody is welcoming and people feeling that.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Love Supreme does the best pizza in Sydney. Order the Aneo and the Paolo and your world may be changed forever. The menu's ethos is low, slow and no intervention. The O word, organic, is somewhat banned from here because Bosko is a firm believer that as a baseline, produce should be treated with the utmost respect.
You can't get better than your ingredients. It's going to all will come down to the stuff what you're using. It's not the secret recipe. The message is very clear to the kitchen. Again, touch less, grill less, cook less, manipulate it less, and produce will talk. Then people will feel it.
And to round out a day in Paddington, one must catch the day's fleeting rays at the Village Inn, a proper local pub to swing by after work. I'm Georgia Maher, and this has been your tour guide to Paddington.